Ooh, it just
you
sounds
them,
clean.
so that you land all that stuff at once. We were like, well, what happens if we like make it so that you can do them in a different combo order? And like the flow just kind of broke down. So we focused mostly on ways to make his current existing kit have a lot of quality of life improvements, and also just some plus fun things that felt restrictive from before.
Awesome. Well, let's get right into it. And I guess the place to start is the passive. So let's talk about passages. Whenever you pass through a portal or a threshold, your next ability deals bonus magical damage.
Equal to 20% of your intelligence.
Yeah.
I don't have any
Which
items
you have
yet.
none.
Right.
Yeah, no, I understand. So the plus one here is that this actually stacks to 2 times, and so this will actually mean that you consume them in the order that you deal damage.
Nice,
It's not
cool.
like your 2 will take 2 of them to do 40%. It's your abilities that follow up will each take 1 to do that bonus damage.
Right.
We just felt this was useful for the times where like Janus, especially like traveling to a fight. He'll be able to enter that fight with 2 stacks of them and have a more immediate upfront pressure. When he ults across the battlefield, he'll have more immediate upfront pressure. It just gives like a nice +1 to his flow, gives him some more damage. And we can probably talk a little bit about his ult just ahead of time, which is his ult previously had this passive penetration on it, and I know we've had a lot of discussion about penetration as a whole. We removed
That looks good, buddy.
put it somewhere else, and then adjusted his kit around to have just generally some more scaling to make up for the fact that that passive penetration's gone. So you should just notice that you generally deal a bit more damage up front.
Right.
And obviously passages stacking up to twice contributes to that.
He's been swinging in our playtest.
Oh, yeah.
Not today when I played him, because I'm a very bad honest, but normally he's been swinging in our playtest.
Yeah, if you can land the combo, he chunks.
Awesome. All right. Well, let's
Yeah,
talk about
I had a weird bug today because I was playing with weird settings, but that will be fixed before it actually goes live.
Yeah.
So
Sweet. All right. Portal is up next. The 1. So you open a portal on a surface. Of course, portals on the wall you can pass through. Portals on the ground banish you and enemies upwards, dealing damage on landing.
Yep,
So,
this ability works exactly as you expect it to. The VFX are super gorgeous. Shout out to Arthur.
Ooh.
Who did
Yeah,
a ton
these
of the
look
work
great.
on this.
Arthur just kills it
Yeah,
repeatedly.
That
Yeah,
looks
the
clean.
VFX coded, like it was so cool to see like every single piece of it. We still have a few small.
I like how
things
it kinda
like
adjusts the
stuff,
camera
but
there.
other than that, like this is the portal you know and love. You can see that we also like there's just a lot of things about him that we had to like get right and bring him over. Like the fact that the targeter has to show like its end location and there's a tether between them and they have to render behind the walls appropriately.
Right,
So like
yeah.
getting all that feedback right was like a really hard work for him. But yeah, it's the portal you
And
know and love.
I just love like the basiness of all of his abilities.
It's
Oh,
so
yeah.
sick.
It's
The
just, like,
audio cues.
satisfying.
That's
we
what
also
I've been
haven't
saying.
talked
The
about
audio
how
cues on
I
his
know, right? Look at all
portals
the,
just sound
he's
good.
Listening.
Yeah, and that's kind of a general art thing that we're working on. In general, we feel like our metallic materials are not shiny enough in like just they should be. So that's something that we are working on in general. It does require individually touching each character, so not every character is going to have shiny metal.
The audio cues just sound good.
Sweet. All right. The 2 is up next. Unstable Vortex. You launch 2 linked portals, dealing damage to enemies in their path. Hitting an enemy with both portals, of course, deals the bonus magical damage.
Yep. Again, pretty straightforward ability. It's the one you know and love. We tried adjusting a few things about it, and it generally just didn't feel like it was that great, so we just kept it as is. The one thing I know some people will have wanted was the removal of the tether in between, and
We talked about it.
We've
Yeah.
talked about it. One is we
Reverted
just
to
kinda learned it,
no.
like over time, like these are +1s people have grown to like and accept. This is part of the Janus character. Removing them ends up just making some people like upset that like a piece of their character that they've known is now gone.
Yeah.
Plus, we think that there's still plenty of like this is still a very unique shape. The fact that like you can dead zone to the left or right of it, where like it kind of wiggles in, but that's like your sweet spot for damage. Like,
Yep.
of
course I would.
That was me in playtest today mostly.
Like that's an area where you can still dodge. We didn't think removing a component would feel super compelling for him, so we kept it there.
Nice. And of course, as Kilgun mentioned, all the audio sound effects and the visual effects just look super sick.
Yeah,
Yep.
the 2 also is like using our Smite tech, which means we also got like super nice particle ribbons and everything. It just looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it looks awesome. All right, Threshold is up next. The 3. So, of course, you unleash a rift on the ground. If you pass through it, you get some movement speed for you and your allies. But, of course, if an enemy passes through it, they are slowed.
Yes, and the +1 for this is if they are they're considered phased when they're
Phased,
slowed. That was like the
yes.
key word that was there. So I leveraged that keyword, and what phase means for this is that you as Janus will deal damages if they have 25% less magical protections on them.
Nice, awesome.
So this is a way to get your actual magical protection shred rather than it just being passive on your ultimate. It's now more active, and the number's actually stronger.
So if you hit somebody with this, now it gives
Here
you
has that little little visual effects on
an
him.
additional
Protection
debuff,
portal.
pretty much.
Yep.
Like
To indicate
slowed
that he
and
is
ignoring
phased
a
and will
fraction
take
of their
some bonus
magical
damage
protections.
as well.
So instead of just
and so
giving
the
you the
damage there is, like, if you
free
just choose it
pen
now,
on your
that's like 268.
leveling up your ult just gave you free pen, instead of
Yep.
doing that, now hitting
like, that's
somebody
the
with your
ignoring,
3
like,
is
a
going to
base
make you
amount
ignore a
of
certain amount of their
100%
protections, which
protections.
Nice.
makes you
Alright,
actually have to
and
hit
then
something
last
and use
but
your
not
3 for
least,
something other than just dropping it on your feet.
ultimate from Smite 1.
Dude,
so
this
many
is
You can
like-
give yourself more
plays
scaling
from
or
Smite's
ignore some of
history
their
with this
protections.
ability.
You almost stole the Gold Fury today. It was
Yeah.
like, it
I was
so
really
close.
close. I was really close, and then
That
you
was
killed
very
me.
close.
Yeah.
But you know, it's fine.
But we are, of course, are talking about through space and time. So this is your tried and true global ultimate. If you're sniping people from super far away, you're dealing extra damage.
Yes, and this actually is where most of the +1s are actually situated. So one +1 for this ability is that the maximum damage it could deal was limited to 75% of someone's health. We think if you can snipe someone that far away, let's let it snipe.
Right.
Yes.
Towards
Thank
the end
you.
of the game today, the
Yes,
tooltip on
one-shotting
my ult
people,
said that
yes.
it would deal 1800
Cannot deal damage in the fountain, it doesn't
Oh
need
my
to deal damage
goodness.
in the fountain.
Yeah, that's
If it
the
could deal damage in
combined,
the
you
fountain,
actually
you
get
could
the max go, which is
always
pretty hard.
time it
Yeah.
to be like they're spawning in 7
Um,
seconds, and you can
that
all
one
at
we
the
think is
exact
cool.
time pointing at a certain
It
wall and
is
one-shot them in the
helped by
fountain.
one
That's not
other
fun.
+1, which is the ultimate will no longer. It has like a max range, like at 80 meters, it will stop creating portals. We just remove that. If it's still in the map, it'll still create portals
Nice,
the
that's
full
awesome.
distance that it travels.
And you're probably not going to be fast enough to run all that way yourself, but maybe
Yeah.
you can help an ally on the other side of the map with
or your
them,
whole
or-
team.
Yeah,
gets,
you remember how it would
stampede
go?
plus
It would
we
go
just
across
drop
the
it,
map,
you
but it
know,
wouldn't create a
and just
portal
go
across
things.
the entire
Like,
map.
maybe,
Now it
maybe.
creates across the
Or
entire
just
map,
like,
and you
if
can
it
one-shot
projectiles
people again.
traveling, you create the portals, which means also enemies will see that portal appear to them right before the ult happens. Without that tell, it can sometimes actually really. You just get hit by it without
Yeah.
even realizing.
You're like,
but-
what did I just get hit by?
Yeah, but the portals appearing.
You can
does make it
one-shot
more
people
useful.
again.
We do need to also get it to show on the map. That's just a bug right now.
Yeah.
As someone noticed in chat. And then, yeah, so it lost the damage cap. It can travel its full distance. And we thought there was like one other kind of cool synergy that he could have as the God of Portals, which was he self-banishes, but you can CC immunity to get rid of the banish. Why not let his ultimate just let him out of it? Like, he can just exit it.
So you
Oh.
can
So
now
if you banish yourself and wanna
cancel
get out of it,
going
or you
through
banish
your
yourself because,
one
like,
by
assassin
ulting
jumped
the
in,
same
you
way
can
you
try
could
to
while
combo them
beadsing
right
if you
away.
wanted to not go through it.
Bam. You just get to do
So
it.
you could fake like you're gonna go
there's-
through
yeah,
it,
camera
put them
glitch there,
through
it
it,
obviously makes it less
and
smooth
instead of
than it
having to
could be, but
beads
we're
or
also
cancel
doing
something, you can
that. So we
immediately
felt that was
ult
like
to
a-
change
that
that,
just lets
and
him
while
have
still
more
giving you a
control
stack of your
as the God of
passive.
Portals about his own portal banishment.
I'm gonna back and see if I can get a max range. You know.
in
'Cause why not?
in Smite 1, this was also kind of like the god of like skill diff. Like
Yeah.
it was like a very low win rate god in the hands of most players, but the top percentage of players can really like show off on it. So
Yeah.
if you're the kind of player, you're new to Smite, you've never seen this character before, this is like a relatively high skill cap. You can do amazing things with this character if you can figure out all the details. If not, he won't look as impressive.
Yeah, you have to feel really comfortable about like your positioning and how quickly you can portal out of situations, and confirming like your full damage combo does rely on hitting the first ability, which has pre-fire time, and you have to actually aim it under people, so like it can be quite difficult. And staying in position and losing out on your escape by having to use it aggressively, like he's a character we have to make a lot of trade-offs. And we think that's fun about him.
Yep. And you do get multiple portals still, where you can have both your 1 portal and your 4 portal open, so you can go one way and then come back.
Yeah, and it looks like we also have a visual bug which we need to go squash, which is the 1 portal and the ult portal are. It looks like they're the same, which they should have different treatment. We had different visual effects, as you can tell. It's the day we're getting ready for his release. There's going to be some visual bugs, but
Yeah.
we're going to make sure those are ironed out. Like, I think also the portal are staying there longer than they should. So there's just a list of things that we can do.
How they change his 2?
He's fully polished.
His 2 isn't really changed much. You gain
Well,
the
I
additional
think that
damage if you
is
hit him
it
with both
for,
orbs, but there is still the
Janus.
tether in
Pon,
between that
I don't
makes
know
you
if
like
we
hit
wanna
things.
spoil anything, but we were talking before the show. His aspect
So just mirrored
is
as
in
the one look
progress,
cheap? I think
the
but
one looks
not
better
going
than
to be in
Smite
this
1.
update,
Yeah,
correct?
so we have a cool idea.
I think the one looks better. It was almost
It
like
may
an
not happen.
oval
It may
shape
not
and
happen.
didn't have
So
as like
it's a
much
difficult-
depth
it's a
in the
difficult
blues. I
concept,
think the one looks
and
better.
Especially with all the healing pass stuff we did.
Can you go back to the
it-
portal twice?
It
No.
ended up taking a lot of time
Only
to actually
only
get
if
that done,
you.
and this
No,
one's
sorry,
really
no, you
cool.
can't.
So
Not
just
only
know
if
that
no,
when
you
we
can't.
get it actually into playtest and see how it feels,
I think the
may end up
portals
cutting
look
it,
cooler in
but we
Smite
had
2.
an idea to make him a much more supporty character,
Mm-hmm.
and the two
There
ideas
wasn't
that
as
did
much
that were
swirling in
giving
it.
him a
It was
new
just
shape for
basically
his
a.
two. He
It
could
was
give
literally
his
in
one,
Smite
he can
1.
just
It was
kinda
just
give
a
him shape,
light
and
blue
making it so that the sweet
circle,
spot hits did some more
oval.
CC.
Yeah.
In
And
this,
the
it's like
part that probably is
swirling and
cooler
stuff. I
is
personally
that,
think the one looks better
we
in
had
Smite,
ways of essentially
Smite 2.
manipulating the end portal location for your portals. So, like right now, that one creates like a portal there on the wall, and then there's a far one. What if your 3 placed the far one directly where your 3 was? And you could do
Ooh.
things like put your 3 at a tower and put your 1 on someone and warp them there.
Oh, that's sick.
So the idea was to make those portals more linked and allowing you to kind of mess around with their placement and locations. Obviously, like the example I gave might be a reason why we don't end up shipping it, but that was the idea we were going down. We wanted to make sure we gave that one a full shot, but that one takes quite a lot of effort and time and investment on our part. So
Yeah, so hopefully you can all understand after hearing that why we don't have an aspect for it
Yes.
today. It was in progress, but not quite.
Need a
coming
little
along.
bit more time to cook, you know?
yeah, so
So the
we'll see when we
aspect
get
they're
there,
thinking
and if
is
that doesn't
actively
help,
place
we'll
your
still get
portal
something else.
somewhere,
But
like under your own tower, and
I
then
know
if you
it's worth being
threed
transparent about,
somebody,
like, why
you
he
can
doesn't
make
do
them
that.
go through the portal that you've
one
put
thing just,
somewhere
like,
else.
Keep in mind as you're playing Janus, if you've never seen it
So you
before,
could
it's like
you could put your portal in your tower, then three somebody, and portal them back into the place where your one
so you
is,
can either do it on a wall,
like
you can
under
do it on a
tower.
floor. If you do it on a
Type
wall,
thing.
it's
So
just
it'll
for
be
you
it
and
would
your
be more of a
teammates to go
strategic
through, so
thing.
it
You
lets
can do the
escape.
same thing to your
If you do it on
teammates,
the
put it
floor,
here and
both
move them
enemies
here
and
type stuff.
yourself can go through, but your teammates can't. So you can use it to like avoid something by going down through it, or you can catch an enemy with it, but your teammates won't fall.
So
through
see,
it.
so you can
In-
one
in his
combo
base
easier as
form,
well
so.
now,
Yeah,
right? You know
and
how you
then
used to have to
someone
one,
mentioned
then
the
try to
portal
alt
shot
and
map
hope
the
that
other
you
day,
were
which
like
is
timed your
something
alt right to where you could hit them as
Still
they
a
came
couple
down,
things
but they
work in
couldn't
progress,
move.
but
Now
we
you can
are
put them
planning
through
to
it
get
to where
this
they
out
can't
in,
move and do it at the
PPS
exact same time.
later
So
on
you could
today,
one
so
at
yeah,
your feet
you'll have an
and
opportunity to
immediately
play
take
Janus
yourself
a little bit
out of the
early,
one and
albeit
immediately
with
start
some of
ulting. So the second they're
missing
coming down, they
VFX and
hit.
stuff missing,
And the
but of
difference
course
is
we're gonna work
they
through
changed
all
this
that
at the
stuff
end of
out.
Smite 1. When they
That's a
come
very
down, they are
interesting
not
question
damage
from,
immune. You don't have to wait till they actually hit the
Coffee.
ground. They are damageable. So you can just
The
immediately like that.
characters in Smite 1 had slightly different basic attack
So
ranges
not a
by, like,
whole lot
few
of plus
units.
ones, but a lot of good quality of
Generally,
life
we've
plus
tried
ones.
to standardize that so that they're basically the same across the board. They still have their offsets, but they do adjustments otherwise to make sure that the ranges are about the same.
Sweet. Well, I believe that is everything for Janus's kit reveal. Kilgoon, while we're in game, I know we have things that we wanted to show off and talk about from your list.
Let's just go straight to
Ascension Pass first?
Ascension Pass first.
All right,
and
let's
Oh.
do that.
on
Cool.
different character.
All right, well, let me bring us back.
All right,
to
fine, go to the
Ken
Ascension
really
Pass.
quick, and I will pull up the Ascension Pass.
Does Janus passive work with base or side teleport? That'd be actually funny.
That is kind of funny.
It
Yeah, I
should.
like that.
Yeah, I can.
Funny.
That one
Ooh,
actually.
that's
that,
cool, yeah.
That one's actually really easy to implement because I just sent a callback to this passive. So yeah, I'll try that. That's a fun idea.
Awesome. All right.
We actually debated letting him like have a lower cooldown on the conquest one.
Clumsy in chat's like, wait, yeah, that's smart.
Right? Yeah.
We did talk about him
Shocked.
having a
He is
lower
shocked.
cooldown on the conquest.
How did we not
portal.
think of that? Yeah.
But then we're like, it doesn't have an impact on other modes. That was like our only concern there. But letting it interact with passive seems fine.
Yeah. All right. So Ascension Pass for Janus, his shadow skin, of course, is the first reward
Yep.
if you buy in. Looking cool. The tracker for the buy-in reward is Max Portal Shot, the highest distance a portal has traveled before hitting an enemy god.
That's cool.
That's a cool one.
I guess there is a theoretical maximum to that for the largest map.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we've got your emote. You've got I love Janus's emote animations. They're so sick.
Yeah.
You've got your Objective Destroy tracker, your Goddesses tracker. The second premium tracker is Thinking with Portals. The distance Janus has traveled through his own portals.
Yeah.
So,
Just how much distance you end up covering. You're able to move around the map.
especially if you've got a
really
lot
fast.
of cooldown rate,
Yeah.
you're zooming. And then of course we've got the black and gold Onyx skin in the Ascension Pass.
Classic.
The metal materials
Yeah.
look so good.
Like I said, this is part of an art pass overall to make metals look better in the game because they just looked dull and boring.
I agree.
And metals should be shiny. So,
Yeah,
I agree.
the
That looks a
shininess
lot
here,
better.
I think is good. I know that we're working on the
Like this is a
lobby
good
lighting
mix
Yeah.
of. You remember when we were talking
And I
about like
think
it doesn't
this-
need to look
this might not have,
real,
like it's like full like the
right? It
darks
doesn't
here
need to
might be
look. We
too
don't
dark.
need
Yeah.
realism in Smite, but stuff like that is really
Opal
good.
up next.
Like the metals
I
looking more
love the
metallic.
Ospreys.
Oh, yeah,
and
this
stuff.
one looks sick.
A lot of
This is going to
detail.
be the one I use for sure. The global emote is Reverse Portal. That is just so
Hell yeah.
good.
That's great.
Shout outs to the team for cooking with all these global emotes for the Ascension Pass.
this one was a Ben special.
That's fantastic.
Shout outs to Ben.
That is
This one
fantastic.
is so good. Then we've got his wave emote.
That is a fantastic
You've got
fucking
your
emote.
portal lover. title. That's a
Okay.
good title. Your God Kills tracker, your Mastery badge, and then, of course, Radiant Janus.
Yeah, I used this one today. I thought it looked
Yeah,
really
this is
good in
great.
game. It's just so shiny.
Yeah, this one looks great.
Oh,
And
it's
then the
really
card
good.
effects are done. We've got dropping minions.
Ooh.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Ooh.
Yeah, shout out to Quinn. Quinn did this.
Shout out to
Is he
Quinn.
gonna do it
Yeah,
again?
it does.
Oh, there
yeah.
you go.
Yeah.
Nice. That's great.
Yeah. I think this is like maybe the first or second card art or card effects that Quinn has done.
Oh, nice.
And I just think they turned out great. So shout out
They
Quinn.
did turn out
Yeah,
great.
these look awesome. And that is your Janus Ascension Pass. All the content in there. So
That does look great.